In this example, let's apply the quadratic formula to find exact answers. When solving a quadratic equation, there are many methods such as factoring or completing the square. The strength of the quadratic formula is it always works and it finds exact values. To use the quadratic formula, you want to begin by making sure all of your terms are on one side equal to 0. These terms should be written in descending order. This will make it easy for you to identify the variables a, b, and c. In this example, the a is 2, and the b is -4, and the c is -1. These are the values you will substitute into the quadratic formula. Using excellent notation, you should rewrite the quadratic formula and replace each of the variables in the formula with a set of parentheses. Then you can go back and substitute the values for a, b, and c. Replacing the variables in the quadratic formula with parentheses before substituting in the values for a, b, and c will help you avoid some common arithmetic mistakes. Next, let's simplify the expression, starting with -4. Negative makes a +4. I'm going to bring down the entire plus or minus the square root because we have a lot of work there to do to simplify that square root. So we'll save that for the side. Simplifying the denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to take the square root off to the side since we have several steps to be able to simplify. A little vocabulary, what's underneath the square root is called the radicand. When I go to simplify, I'm going to follow the order of operations. So here I'm going to take -4 squared. I get 16. Next, I'm going to perform the multiplication, and -4 times 2 times -1 is +8. Now we can combine 16 and 8, which makes 24. To simplify this square root, we need to break apart 24 into its factors. If you need to, you could do a factor tree off to the side. Once I've rewritten 24, we're looking for pairs of numbers. We have a pair of 2, so I'm going to take a single 2 out. The 2 and 3 don't pair up, so they're stuck inside. So our final simplified version is 2 square root 6. Now that we have the simplified version, 2 root 6, let's replace that square root with 2 root 6. The last thing we need to do is simplify. Let's look for something in common before and after the plus or minus. I can rewrite 4 as 2 times 2 to emphasize before and after the plus or minus I have a 2 in common. Let's take that 2 out front, and that leaves us with 2 times 2 plus or minus root 6. I'm going to redistribute just so you can see that step again. 2 times 2 takes me back to 4. And then 2 multiplied by the square root of 6 takes me back to 2 root 6. We factored out the 2 so that we can cancel the 2 and the 4. So I'm going to cancel the 2 there with the 4, which makes the 4 a 2. My final answer is 2 plus or minus square root of 6 all over 2.